The honors to the apostles of great stone. Shalom to all the brothers and the Iron by way preaching this word in sincerity and in truth, with much honesty. We are the Hebrew Israelites, as we continue to say, for every video we put up, you know what I mean, the people of Jamaica, which is predominantly the tribe of Benjamin, you know what I mean, of the nation of Israel, ignorantly calling themselves Jamaicans, thinking that for some reason you have free autonomy, you know what I mean. You're free. No, you have independence and you have Emancipation Day and you think that you're free to do whatsoever you want and whatsoever you will. Little did you know, it's not so. You know what I mean? It's an illusion to think that you're a free man in this society, man. This society is run by the so-called white man who is the Adamites, according to the scriptures. You know what I mean? He owns this world right now, which is also the devil and Satan. You know what I mean? That you get hurt, you know, just to hear that we're calling the so-called white man the devil and Satan. Now, this video we're going to basically is show you the real reason or the true reasons why your prime minister so adamant to do what he's doing, man. It's not like you have some form of a choice, you know what I mean, in regards to the situation. At least he wants to die. You know what I mean? That's what it is. At least he wants to die. And hey,
I'll get kicked out of office.
Yeah, I'll be kicked out of office. The regular Negro in this world love them life, so they don't want to lose it. Now, sure that you people don't know about economics, you know what I mean, and how it is run in this world, and who is in control of such, you know what I mean, and what role do you play in that economic structure, you know what I mean. Now, we're going to break down to you what is really going on. You know what I mean? We do several videos showing you what's going on, and we're pulling from also the scriptures to show you that, look, you're in a position right now where there is no way out apart from the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And we're going to show you there is no way out, and the situation is going to get worse and worse. You know what I mean? No, we're going to reveal to you again your current situation. You know what I mean? Because you're ignorantly feeling that for some reason you have a say in this world, man. You know what I mean? Which you don't. And we're going to show you. Yeah? We're going to play a video here concerning the Cockpit country and what's going on. And then we'll go down the details of how this is happening, man. Go on, brother.
Right.
Further evidence that Andrew Holdness is a perfect dunce and a solid incompetent. Now let us bear in mind that the Cockpit Mountains is one of the 10 places in the world that has not been touched by man, whether modern or ancient. No walk through it yet. It's never been geologically surveyed or mapped. And he's going to sign over bauxite mining lease to companies without knowing what's there. We don't understand yet the underground water system and how it channel, and the caves and how they interlock and produce and send the water. We don't understand why it has borium, iron, gold, diamonds. But he has given mining leases to people, to foreigners and foreign entities. That will show you the extent of a dunce that Andrew Holdness is. You cannot put a crown on a fucking clown and call that Rasa king. That is a failure. What is the geological wealth of the Cockpit Mountains that you're giving away? The whole world needs water. Everywhere in the world, water is more expensive than gas. And you bumberfuck.
Hey, look, man. Seeing all politicians, man. See, them have a special job, basically, where them get set to do by the so-called white man. You know what I mean? And them have to perform within that order. No. You people have the wrong idea. You people think that you elect a leader and the leader is going to do whatsoever the bidding of the people is.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got it wrong. They're going to be a representative of corporations that the so-called white man have. You know what I mean? Which Jamaica is a corporation.
Every country.
You know what I mean? It's not a country as you think. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the Jamaican people sold on the idea that them have some form of a leader, you know what I mean, who's going to lead them to prosperity. It's madness, man. See? It's all to put wealth and control in the hands of the true rulers of this society, man, which is the so-called white man, the devil. I'm going to give Job 9.
Job 9 and 24?
9 and 24.
Okay.
Because you people feel like we live in a fair and just society where we can have a say in world affairs and things are get done freely, fairly, and we are going to skip off in the sunset, living happily ever after. No, it's not like that. Go on, bro.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, so the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's the first thing you need for acknowledgement. The ones who rule in the planet now is the wicked. Yeah? And by default, who is ruling the planet? The so-called white man, yeah?
Well, they won't accept.
A lot of you people don't know the deception, you know what I mean? The ruthlessness of this cracker, yeah? A lot of you don't know. You know what I mean? Because him smile and talk friendly with you, you think that this man is not the devil. Yeah? Because there's a lot of examples across the world what this man is doing and you still don't understand. Because according to the scripture you are blinded.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we as a prophet will come out here to tell you and show you what is going on, man. Go on, brother.
Cover the faces thereof.
Right.
The face of the judges thereof. So
right.
Like, right. If not, where and who is he?
Right. That's why with people right now, anytime they look towards anything of any form of standard, this so-called white man is the standard. Because guess what? All the rulers and kings, angels, God, who you people call God, the so-called white man, portray them as white. Mm-hmm. So you see him as a standard. You see him as the perfect one to be like. You know what I mean?
Can.
So you don't know that this man is a destroyer.
Right.
Seeing it's bad for the health of the earth because this man is destroying the earth, man. You know what I mean? And him don't give a damn about it. No, let's go to the situation at hand. See? Jamaica as a little island, seeing, is tricked into this so-called independence and emancipation madness. You are tricked into a mechanism of debt. You know what I mean? That the so-called, this trap that the so-called white man set up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a part of this trap, see, is the situation you see unfolding right now in the Cockpit country.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the policies that the IMF and the World Bank have seen, what's going on now is in direct result of loans that are being borrowed. You have a thing where a part of the conditions of the loan we call privatization.
Right. AKA National Debt Exchange.
Yes, National Debt Exchange. You people need to know about these things. You know what I mean? There's no option for the leaders of Jamaica, so-called leaders of Jamaica, to do otherwise, to do anything in the interest of the people. They have to act in the interest of the multilaterals, man.
Right.
They are the ones who have a what do I call it now? A noose around them neck, as Michael Mann would say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, precept.
You go on?
Psalm 64 verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Right.
They commune of laying snares privately.
Right, so the so-called white man leave snare, them leave trap for you people, man. Privately, that's the regular man out there. I wonder what go on. You know what I mean? I wonder how this happen.
You blame the government.
And I blame the government.
Right.
Seeing it's because this man left him trap them what? Privately, man.
And they say, who shall see them?
Right. Because guess who you see? You see the politicians.
Right. You see the puppet.
You see the puppet, man.
You see the puppet master behind the scene.
You know what I mean?
Seeing? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
And them accomplish it, man.
Right.
What they are doing to all the other countries in the world right now. See, you think that Jamaica is an exception, man? With resources, man? Look on all the countries that have resources. Look at the so-called white man that have him and in everything what take place there. Even threatening to war. Countries, man, will have resources, man.
Look on them track record, yo.
Look at the man track record, man.
Right.
Come on, man, for crying out loud, man. This is 2019 and you still can't see what this man is up to on the planet, man.
Right. It's about the inward thought of every one of them is, and the heart is deep.
Hey, this man, if whenever time this man comes, say, I come for assist you or for help you with anything. You know what I mean? From the least to the greater, him have to get something out of it.
Right.
See, you have niggas saying, oh, we have white friends. Guess what? It might benefit some way or another.
Right.
Having you as a friend. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that again. Enemy. I said, do we go crouching?
Right.
See if we can find it.
Trust in the cracker, man. You niggas trust in the cracker, man. Right. Yeah, your politician them done get compromised long time. From the day them decides them are gonna be prime ministers and them get compromised. You know what I mean? What them come and sell you people a bag of lies, man.
Exactly.
Them just playing them role. They're not dunce, them dunce. Them are playing them role. Them done sell out already.
Right.
You people have some form of hope. Yeah, them sell out already. The Bible tells us that them they're gonna sell out, man. So your leaders make a covenant with what? Death and hell. Because the so-called white man is the chief head of death and hell, man.
Let's be more. I can't find a place of that.
Can't?
It's Isaiah chapter 28, alright, and verse 15. It said, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement.
Right.
When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge.
Right, so these men basically feel like, say, yo, them are gonna get a part or a piece of the pie
when
they sell the people on the river. You know what I mean? Them feel like, say, yo, when so-called white man ready for implement them new world order, one world government, them never get touched like how everybody else will get touched. Because them know, say, a depopulation plan is planned for you people. Them know. But them hope for escapement by making friends and obeying master fully. So master, you know, not gonna touch them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they make a covenant with master.
Can.
Yeah?
I'll find the precept. Ecclesiasticus 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Right.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
We come to the point for this man enslaving our people, beating the hell out of our foreparents, all the way down to the line, oppressing us over the years, and all you people that try to make friends from him. Trying to trust him.
Though he humble himself and go crouching.
No, it seems like him is so friendly. Oh, we come for help you. When he was the Ghanaian president, and have this cracker smiling beside him, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Being the devil that he is, man.
Right. Knowing that he must sell Jake more bullshit, yo.
Yep.
You know, sell Jake the fairy tale that our Africans are coming back home.
Yeah.
You see me? Giving we a home that is ours, so we now have time to look for our real home, yo.
God.
Right? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him.
Beware of him. Right? Oh, I'm going to lend money enough to fix a problem, but the money we lend him I put in one trap.
Exactly. And
you know what I mean?
Right. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass.
Right.
And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
This man is all about what he was from before when he have people in a bondage, man.
Right.
He's all about it, man. He's all about it. He not change. He not go disguise it upon you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He said, set him not by thee.
Right.
Lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in that place.
And you're witnessing that overthrown right now.
Right. Good.
You know what I mean? We've been get overthrown long time. You know what I mean? It only have come to the reality that we was overthrown because people out here in Jamaica believes this for some reason. You know? We are part of this international community.
Right. You see, the thing is, our people don't realize, so yo, the emancipation, when we get emancipated now, it's just a transfer from physical slavery to psychological and economical slavery, yo. So because mentally we people bugged out as hell, yo.
We are dead slaves,
yeah,
man.
and economically we can't do anything, yo, on a national level.
Make Mr. Manley explain it to you.
Right.
You see me? Make Mr. Manley explain to you. We are dead slaves, man. We are dead slaves, man. See? Play it, brother.
Right.
First of all, you go to the private banking system and you see, well, can I get a private banking loan? Because I'm strapped for cash, I need some support, and I'm having trouble paying my overseas bills.
When the private banks won't lend to you, then you've got to do something if you're the leader of the country. And typically what you've got to do is to cut back your spending in some way and try and get more money so that the impact of those cutbacks are not...
Listen to this representative.
Right.
See? Try to understand what he's saying. He's explaining to you how the policies of the IMF is, brethren. We are now in debt to the IMF. Understand perfectly that this is what is playing out right now. Because niggas head tough, you know. Even when the man them we are doing, I explain to you that this we are doing, you know. Yeah? Listen carefully. And you will understand what is going on in Jamaica, man. The arse's mouth is telling you. Don't come up with your own notions, man. Because Jake does adamantly want to deny that them in a bondage, man.
I don't want to justify the so-called white man. No,
I'll try to justify the so-called white man. Even the white man will say, yo, look, man, we are devil. Like this man tell us, yo, we are devil. Simple. Go on, brother.
As they otherwise would be. And it's at that point that you generally come to the IMF.
What you really need is to sit down with them and say, look, can I work out a 5-year program? And in the meantime, I'm strapped for some cash, so can you help me up front get out of the cash bind and then put it in the context of a long-term development plan? And they said, no, long-term development is your problem. We are here only to see who do you owe the money to, why are you in a bind, and we'll lend you some money in a very short time frame at full interest rate to get you out of the bind. And they then impose upon you tremendous restrictions.
And that's what's going on, man. Your politician may not trying to explain to you like how this man did I try to explain it to you. You know what I mean? But that's what's going on. That's the cash 22, as they call it. Problems your prime minister and the heads of state and whosoever go in after him I have to deal with, man.
Right.
Yeah? And if they don't follow suit, the house will lose a job and somebody else go in or them get put to death.
Right, Michael Manley himself did get turned, yo.
Yep.
You see me? Because him there seek solution to the problem, you see me? And him there try to go the way of Castro. You see me? I try to turn Jamaica into a socialist country, but you know, a lot of propaganda spread. A lot of Jamaicans fled to America, say yo, we're turned communist and rare. But that was all demonization of the leader, yo. Because him see the devil that the so-called white man was, yo, and that the IMF was. Him see say yo, it was a trap, and he never want to go back. But see there, we go from what 700 million in debt back then to now with the trillions of dollars in debt, yo. So we shoot past billion, yo.
In what you can spend.
And then we reach agreement on a set of measures on the budget, on the exchange rate, on monetary policy, on interest rates, on banks, on maybe privatization.
Pause it there.
There we go. Yeah.
Maybe privatization.
There's no maybe. Yo.
There's no maybe. Because if you go up on the IMF website, that is one of the things that you have to go do. You have to go privatize. Yes, a privatization. Meaning, the government of that country is going to hand over things that supposedly belongs to that country to private entities, man. That is a part of the IMF policies, bro. Yeah? We don't have a say because guess what? We owe these men money. Give me that preset, brother. You see, because you people don't understand that we don't have a say, man. The pride of so-called Jamaicans make them can't understand. Say, yo, we don't have a say. And there is only one way out of this thing where we in with the so-called white man. Only one way, man. Because we cannot fight with the military outside. Iran can threaten for war, but we can't because we don't have a military, man. China can threaten them with war. And also sanctions because China and sanction economy. Because them have an economy, yeah. And them have a military. You know what I mean? But we don't. So we don't have a say. Right. So Negroes, sit your ass down. You know what I mean? And try to find your power, which is the Lord Yahweh, man. Is otherwise from that you're gonna see the direct result. We're gonna play out from this, man. Can. Hey, it's Nehemiah chapter 5 verse 1. Can. And it said, and there was a great cry of the people and their wives against their brethren the Jews, for they were there that said, we, our sons and our daughters are many, therefore we take up corn for them that we may live and eat. Some also there were that said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards and houses that we might buy corn because of the dirt. There were also that said, we have borrowed money for the king's tribute, and that upon our lands and vineyards. Right. Yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children, hey, and lo. Yeah, banking you have a thing we call collaterals, man. Right. Yeah? You have a thing we call collaterals. You know what I mean? When you go and you borrow money, you have to have something as surety for that money. Gone. You know what I mean? So in order for Jamaica get money for borrow, for run the little services them way where the government provide for the people of Jamaica, you know what I mean? You know? Seeing that's certain sectors of government can run smoothly, you know what I mean, the healthcare system and all that, you know what I mean, where that want to be the police force, all of them things that it require money. It require money. You know what I mean? And in order to get them things to run, they need to borrow money. And if they borrow money, them bring themselves in the same trap. You know what I mean? What the money bring. The debt trap. Yeah? And in order to get the money, you have to have things that stand as what? Collaterals, man. You know what I mean? And part of that, seeing when you cannot meet the debt requirement, you need to, as what the IMF say, you need to what? Do privatization, man. Right. Meaning you give up property to private owners, man. And that's what's going on now. So the Cockpit country, seeing, is no exemption. Right. You know what I mean? It's no exemption, man. Because we're in debt. One? Right. He said, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants, and some of our daughters are brought into bondage already. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, what's going to happen? You is going to stand as collateral, man. See? Because Jamaica is going to give up till there's nothing else to give up except the people. And that's what it's coming down to, man, because we cannot pay the debt, man. It cannot be paid off, man. You know what I mean? It's a perpetual thing. It cannot be paid off. It's a trap. Right. Yeah? And a matter of fact, you can read the IMF article, brother. Can, yeah, man. Alright, so this is from you people don't know what's going on in the world, man. We're showing you what's going on. We are showing you why the so-called white man is the devil. Right. The scripture speak of, man. So this website is called the Committee for the Abolition of Illegitimate Debt. Right. You see me? And it's a World Bank, IMF guilty. They are called predator loans, man. Right, can. Economic terrorists. Economic terrorism, man. Right. It's a World Bank, IMF guilty of promoting land grabs. Right. Increasing inequality. Right. Right. It's at a meeting. So this was October 2018. At a meeting of La Via Campesina facilitated by Indonesia, peasant organizations from Asia, Africa, Americas, and Europe have unanimously held World Bank and IMF responsible for facilitating large-scale land grabs. So this is an international thing. This is not only just Jamaica, man. Right. This is not only just Jamaica. This is going on all over the world. So this man is a menace on the planet, man. Can. See? It's
facilitating large-scale land grab, deforestation, ocean grabbing around the world, which has led to inequality, poverty, and global hunger. Peasants pointed to several decades of neoliberal push from World Bank and IMF for privatization and deregulation in developing countries as among the major factors that has led to increased cost of living in peasant communities.
This is what's going on, man. This not have nothing to do with Andrew Holdness more than him to do what he's supposed to do or get him ass put to death, man.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah? Because as you know, the so-called white man, ever since the 70s coming down the line, him have economic hitman. You know what I mean? Economic hitman. You know what I mean? Who know the history coming down the line, know the history what happened in South America, seeing in Grenada, you know what I mean? In certain parts of Africa, what this man did. And he's still about the same thing.
Right.
The IMF is still about the same thing, man. For some reason, you niggas think them change, man.
Hey, look on the example here. Motherfucker, all of them which is set up, the World Trade Organization, the World Health Organization, all them will set up of your press yo.
Right.
Look at this. It said over the last 30 to 40 years, the World Bank and the IMF, and more recently, the WTO, which is the World Trade Organization, have forced countries to decrease investment in food production and to reduce support for peasant and small farmers. Seeing under neoliberal policies, state-managed food reserves have been considered too expensive and governments have been forced to reduce and privatize them under structural adjustment regime.
Structural adjustment, man. Regime. That's what's taking place, man. Structural adjustment. So what Andrew Holdness is doing, it is called structural adjustment.
Right.
A policy of the IMF, man. That's what's going on, man.
So many different examples.
You know what I mean? That's what's going on, man. When you people protesting, you know what I mean? And I lick against, guess what, man? The main culprit is the so-called white man, yeah? The main culprit is the IMF. The main culprit is the World Bank, the Inter-American Development Bank, the WTO. You know what I mean? And guess what? Guess what? And if you lick against them, and they don't like what's going on, them have the upper hand now, because guess what? Majority of what Jamaica consume come from abroad, man.
Right, we import everything. You see me?
You know what I mean? So Jamaica is in a shitty situation and it's gonna get worse, man. And as we said before, the Lord is the only one can deliver we out of this problem, man.
We in too deep.
See? We're hands too short to fight the so-called white man.
Can't.
Yeah? Think himself as a god right now. Yeah?
So they want to play the other IMF?
Yeah, play the next one. And basically this is just punch up the idea what this man is doing, man.
Right.
This like a feature here, economic hitman, what them really do across the countries them in the world, man. You think this man come to help you, man?
Why help you when I even put you in a position? You see me, because that's the next thing, you know. Before Jamaica even go to the IMF the first time in the 70s, you see me, it's America caused them for another problem there, yo. And the WTO, you see me, force them to open up them trade borders, you see me, and push the country in one corner. Force them to borrow, yo. So you create the economic climate when necessary for poverty and debt, you see me, and then we're forced to go to them, yo. You see me?
Trap.
Yeah, because when we just get independent, the so-called independence in 1962, the Jamaican dollar was stronger than the US dollar, yo, because the Jamaican dollar was modeled after the pound, and the pound is still stronger than the US dollar. You see me? So we actually have more worth than the US dollar, right? But through economic terrorism, you see me, and to certain economic climates, they make it hard for function, yo, right? So we did increase more than our income did increase. So we forced Michael Manley, as I said talked before, was forced to go to the IMF in the 70s, yo. You see me? But I'll just play there.
We economic hitmen have managed to create the world's first truly global empire, and it's basically a secret empire. We do it many ways, but principally we identify a country that has resources our corporations covet, like oil, arrange a huge loan to that country from the World Bank or one of its sisters. The money never actually goes to the country, it goes to our own corporations to build big infrastructure projects in that country that help a few very wealthy people, but don't benefit the majority of the people who are too poor to buy electricity or have cars to drive on the highways, and yet they're left holding a huge debt that they can't repay. So we go back at some point and say, You know, you can't pay your debts. Give us a pound of flesh. Sell your oil real cheap to our oil companies. Vote with us on the next critical UN vote. Allow us to build a military base in your backyard. Something along these lines. And when we fail, the jackals go in and either overthrow or assassinate these leaders. And if the jackals fail, as they did in Iraq, then we send in the military. I don't think the failure is capitalism. I think it's a specific kind of capitalism that we've developed. We've created what I consider a mutant, viral form of capitalism. And this mutant form of capitalism, which I think is really a predatory form of capitalism, has created an extremely unstable, unsustainable, unjust, and very, very dangerous world. I've met a lot of terrorists. I've interviewed them for books. I've never met one who wanted to be a terrorist. They're desperate people. If we want to get rid of terrorism, we must get rid of the root causes, that cancer that is destroying our whole system. Because I think it's really important that we understand today, we cannot have homeland security unless we understand that the whole planet is our homeland.
And the so-called white man, he is that cancer, man. Regardless, man. Seeing? Because if it's not one thing or another with this man. Yeah? Seeing?
Alright, this is Micah chapter 6 verse 10. Are there yet treasures of wickedness in the houses of the wicked?
God.
And the scant measure that is abominable.
Right, which is that? What is a scant measure, man? The money where you think the dollar bill, y'all, is a scant measure according to the scriptures, man. Go on.
Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances and the bag of deceitful weights?
Bag of deceitful weights, man. They are debt notes. Debt notes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He said, for the rich men thereof are full of violence,
right,
and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue deceitful in their mouth.
Gone.
Right? Plain and to the point, simple, yo. This is Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousnesses which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right of the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they might rob the fatherless.
That's what the so-called white man is doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you, of your own strength, can't stop him.
Right. Gun.
You can't even take up guns to fight him because he's the master of that craft. Yeah?
Gun.
So let's see oh you people gonna be delivered, because the thing will get so bad that you people gonna say you need help, man.
Right.
The Lord is showing an example, and He's going to prove that example to you over and over and over again till you get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And He's going to increase. You see me? He's going to increase the intensity, or what do you call it now? The complexity of the situation, man. You know what I mean? And things will get so complex out here in Jamaica. You think Venezuela, you know nothing yet? You watch and see what will take place, man. You know?
The world.
People are going to literally want to eat people out of this. Take it from us, man. We're here to tell you, man. People literally is going to want to eat other people out of this, man. You're going to see a famine to the likes we have never seen before, man. You're going to be seeing death and carnage to the likes you never see before, man. And your politicians and your pastors and your so-called police force and the little military you have can't stop it, because the so-called white man determined to bring it, man. And he might engineer it so perfectly. And guess who set him to engineer that? The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Washai. Because you people are wicked, man. You people are wicked. So the Lord is going to bring strict judgment upon you people, man. And when you see a word about Cockpit country, a word about this party of Jamaica, you don't see nothing yet, man. You don't see nothing yet. Because what is coming down on Jamaica is hell, man. Because you people are proud with your wickedness, man. Proud to be a Jamaican or whatsoever. You know what I mean? The Lord is going to bring swift judgment upon you people to the likes you never see before. Yeah? Until I've realized that there is only one deliverer, one savior. And it's the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Washai, man.
And only elect will turn.
And only elect, basically, will turn.
Right. But else not going to realize it until too late.
Yep. Go on.
Right. Jeremiah 3 verse 21. It says, a voice was heard upon the high places, weeping and supplications for the children of Israel.
Gone.
For they have perverted their way, they have forgotten the Lord their power.
You forget your Lord.
Right.
The so-called white man power is in his nuclear bombs, man, and his dollar bills.
Right. And you people trusting in that?
Yeah, as the theme power.
Right.
Your power, though? Where is your power?
It says, return, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backslidings.
Right.
Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our God. Truly in vain is salvation hoped far from the hills.
Right, you can't get salvation going to the United Nations, man. You cannot get salvation going to the UN General Assembly, man. Begging for scraps, man.
Right.
You cannot get it that way. Never work, and it never will work, because them institutions don't set up to help you, man.
Can.
Go on.
And from the multitude of mountains, truly in the Lord our power is the salvation of Israel.
Right, so you're going to learn that. And it's going to be painted vividly in these last days, man. Whether you want to believe it, yes or no, you're going to know that the Lord Yahweh Shai is a power to be feared, man.
Right.
Christians going to learn it. See? Politicians going to learn it. Bad man going to learn it. See? The regular man, Joe out there going to learn it, man. You see me? Men who claim that they are Israel also gonna learn it. Rastaman are gonna learn it. You know what I mean? Muslim are gonna learn it. Everybody are gonna learn the power who is to be feared, man. Because him are gonna bring hell to the likes where you people can't pull your neck from. Yeah?
You can't go party through that one, yeah.
Alright.
Proverbs 1:23, turn you up my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you, and I will make known my words unto you.
Right.
Which he might do that through the prophets. Yeah?
Right. So what we there here say, that is a reproof of the Lord, man. We're rebuking you in the name of the Lord, man.
Right.
See me? We're rebuking you. That so that the Lord peradventure have mercy upon some of you, man. Because the Lord is coming mercilessly upon this society. Gonna pour down a spirit upon this society mercilessly. People gonna die out here, man.
Can. Because I have called and you have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Right.
But you have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof.
This is the counsel of the Lord. No.
Can.
See? You're gonna shove your nose at it. You're gonna say, yo, I'm mad this man in chat. If you come off of the internet and stop chat, fuck you according to some of you. You know? So when the plagues them come, you know, you just soak them up, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just soak them up.
So I also will laugh at your calamity.
We're gonna laugh. That's how the Lord laugh.
Right.
The prophets laugh, man.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
Right.
When your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction.
Losing every part of the country. Seeing? It basically is the stepping stone to your desolation,
Right.
man.
Becoming
You
desolate.
don't want the waterfront. You don't want the major resources in the country. You know what I mean? The water soon gone because me here in privatization to go on with the water.
The cockpit country.
Cockpit country are going.
40% of the water reserved for the country, yo.
Gone.
Isn't it?
You know what I mean?
6 major rivers.
Seeing
come from
all water in the island gonna be privatized, man.
Right. So drought and them thing there.
You know what I mean? All water. Right. Seeing, and your politician don't have a choice because the only form of resources that left in Jamaica apart from bauxite and some other like a rare earth. Where they're in the cockpit country. So when them say, oh brother, I wanna have pound of flesh, we have to forgive it. Oh, we don't really see what going on. We have to forgive it. The cockpit country, the only thing is him have left forgive it. The only thing him have left. And after that, guess what? Who?
People.
The people, and guess when the people, you know how you're gonna know one of the people? When austerity chip in, man. When austerity is chip in, man.
Right.
You see me? Because that's what coming next, man. When you have to go work to pay the debt. When not there for sell for pay the debt. When you know are gonna become a physical slave. And the borrower is a circle. We'll be a priest now before going, man. And don't last a 1 year. We'll finish it.
Can.
You see me? Because you have to stand surety for that debt, man. You, the individual of Jamaica, where I work, you are going to work to pay the debt instead of work for carry food to your yard. And if you go party, you have to go pay in taxes, man. Watch and see what going to take place.
Right.
In called austerity measures, man.
Can.
Yeah?
This is Proverbs 22 verse 7. The rich ruleth over the poor.
Right.
And the borrower is a servant to the lender.
Right. The borrower is a servant to the lender, man.
Can.
You see me? We are serving because we borrow money.
Right.
Yeah? Seeing?
Alright, back to Proverbs 1 verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind,
right.
When distress and anguish come upon you,
right.
then shall they call upon me.
Right, so you're going to learn. As we said, the Lord have a teacher this lesson, man. And bring it through the avenue of pride. You know what I mean? And then I'll show you why enough you have pride. Yeah?
He said, they shall call upon me, but I will not answer.
Right.
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right.
For that they hated knowledge.
Right.
And did not choose the fear of the Lord.
You think a little people walk past upon the highway and byway, brother? You think a little people see what we are doing and see it as total fuckery? You know what I mean? You think a little people come and have a problem with how we bring out things?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey, motherfucker.
You hated knowledge, man.
Motherfucker. Look for one comment here. Somebody comment logics. But humble delivery would capture more people. Maybe the right person too. So because the Rastaman are bring it out harsh.
Yeah.
You see me, I gotta say, yo, him need for more humble delivery. I truth him still attack, yo.
Right.
You see me, you still want somebody to talk to you smooth.
Right.
Even though the truth, yo. You people need to get cussed out, yo.
You're right.
You see me?
You have to talk to rough, man, because guess what? Your people behave rough.
Can.
You know, you're stiff-necked, you're hard-hearted. That's what the scripture say, man. So you have to, the scripture say we have to make a face hard against your faces, man. Because the face is hard against us, man. So the same force, you know, come up with against us, we come up with the same force against you, man.
Can.
That's how it is, man.
Right.
When we talk to them nice.
Verse 30. They would none of my reproof.
Right.
They despised all my reproof.
Gone.
Right? He said, therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way.
So why you reaping now? Is the fruit of your own way.
Right.
And more. You gotta reap more. Because the season, the peak of the reaping season the commitment. You see me? We just have 1 and 2 on the tree a turn. You know?
And they shall be filled with their own devices.
Okay, good.
For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Right.
But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely,
right,
and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Over here coveting the so-called white man wealth, man. Coveting the so-called white man wealth where you can't get. Reach out for the grips where you can't get, man. You know what I mean? How much minutes we got, brother?
Not sure enough. What I want.
Right, bring up the final precept and close out.
Alright, Isaiah 1, start at verse 25. It says, I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away all thy dross and take away all thy tin. Right. And I will restore thy justice at the first and thy counsels at the beginning. Afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness.
This is the intent of the Lord.
City.
This is the intent of the Lord. This is what the Lord intend to do. The Lord intend to set you back in order, man. Seeing? And all who is not with that order, man. All who that is not with that order, man, is going to be dealt with as them, which is out of order, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Without mercy. The Lord going to deal with you without mercy, man.
Right. Verse 19 says, if ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. Right. But if you refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
Right. Right. So you're going to get gunned down in the streets. That's what going to get. That's what's going to take place, man. Yeah, we just play that video here. One with my command it, and then we just
play already still.
Finish play it. Like
Alright.
Rastaman.
Yep, we think this could solve your problem.
And you say to them, but if I do it that way, when I finish repaying you, I'm going to be in the bind all over. Because this can't solve my problem. This is not our problem.
The whole idea was to set conditions which the government could not meet. And when the government failed to meet them, you would have to renegotiate a new loan in which the conditions became tighter. So the IMF didn't say, cut out this education program or cut out this health program. What the IMF said is, you must spend only so much money on health and education. And the implication of that was that you had to cut out some programs.
Essentially, what the IMF wanted us to do was to devalue our currency. That's the first thing, to make our dollar cheaper.
They needed to expand their exports and diminish their imports. And the best way of doing that is to make foreign currency more expensive.
And since our society is so heavily dependent on imported food, imported fuel, imported books to go to school, imported medicine, when we devalue, the cost of those things we import go up to the citizens. And as a result, the economy today is much more under the control of foreigners, not necessarily through direct ownership, but through the mechanism of debt. In the 1970s, we owed $800 million. By the end of the 1980s, we owed $4 billion. Nowadays, we owe $7 billion. So the debt is rising, and all the time the debt is rising, our capacity to export, to produce, is getting less.
Gone.
That is the reality on the ground, niggers. That is the reality. You know what I mean? You can't deny it now and continue to go celebrate independence and continue to go celebrate emancipation. You know what I mean? Fooling yourselves, man. You can continue to do that. See? Die with that lie. Yeah? Die believing that lie, man. You can continue to go there and die believing that lie. Yeah? So without the Kalalal, Yahweh Bashim Washai Bashim Raka Kodash, the banners to the apostles of Great Stone, the true rulers, true leaders. Right now, you know what I mean? Under the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Washai. Yeah? Shalom.
Shalom.